Hi, good morning to everyone. How are you? Nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, today I would like to teach you, explain you tenses. I think everybody knows the importance of tenses. Tenses will help us to make our conversation more lengthy and more effective. Using tenses, one can speak, one can write correct and idiomatic English. Okay. Today's topic is tenses. Tenses. The word tense is derived from Latin word tempus, which means time of an action. See, my dear students, actually the word tense is taken or extracted from the Latin word tempus, which means time of an action. Tense is nothing but time of an action. Every day, we people do or involve in many activities or actions. Tense tell us when an action happened, when an action is happening, when an action will happen. So tenses are mainly divided into three categories. How many categories? Tenses are broadly divided into three main categories. I mean, main tenses are of three: present tense, past tense, and future tense. How many tenses we have? We have three main tenses. One is present tense, second one is past tense, third one is future tense. Each of the three main tenses can further be divided into four subtenses. These subtenses include each and every main tense has four subtenses. My dear student, Dear students, please understand each and every main tense has four subtenses. One is simple, second one is continuous, third one is perfect, fourth one is perfect continuous tense. Perfect continuous tense. The present tense, simple present tense. Before we discuss present simple tense, let me repeat you again. Tense is nothing but time. Tense tells us time when an action happened, happens, will happen. Suppose an action took place in the past. Usually it is said to be in the past tense. Action takes place in present. It is said to be in the present tense. Present tense. Action takes place in future tense. It is said to be in the future tense. Let us see present tense, the main tense. Each and every main tense has four subtenses. Total tenses are 12 tenses. We have 12 tenses. The first one is present simple tense or simple present tense. Okay, how present simple tense is formed? The rule to form present simple tense. See, singular subject, third form of your first form of your verb, and we add s, es to the first form of your verb and object. Plural subject is V1 and object. You know that each and every main verb in English has three forms: present form, past form, and past participle form. In the present simple tense, we use V1 with S, ES, IES when the subject is, or if the subject is third person singulars we use. When the subject is I, we, or any plural noun, we use V1, first form of a verb, which is known as root form of a verb. See, let me explain you with example. Look at the example. Girl sings a song. Girl is third person. It's a singular. So we add S to O. Girl sings a song. So the subject, singular subject. When we come to second one, please look at the second example. Girls sing a song. Girls is a plural. Girl is a singular. When the subject is singular, we add S, ES, IES to O. Let me explain you later what verb takes as ES or IES. Girls is a plural subject. So we use only first form of O without S, ES or IES. Understand? How negative sentences are made in the present simple tense. Negative sentences are made by using does not and do not. See the rule. We use does not along with the subjects like he, she, it or any singular noun. We use do not with rest of the subjects. Please you try to understand. Let me explain you. Girl does not sing a song. Girls don't sing a song. If the subject is a singular, we use does not. If the subject is a plural, we use don't. Interrogative sentences. How interrogative sentences are made in present simple tense? By using question word, do or does, or subject. Please look at the rule. This is the rule. Do or does, subject plus main verb. As I told you earlier, we use does with he, she, it, or any singular noun. We use do along with the rest of the subjects. Please you try to understand. As we don't have much time, please you try to understand. Usage. When we use this tense. It indicates an action that is generally true or habitual. That is, it took place in the past, continues to take place in the present, and will take place in the future. This tense is used to denote habitual action. When we use this tense to indicate universal truths, habitual actions, we use this tense. Look at the example. He walks to he walked to school. Not walk, he walks to school. He walks to school. So it is the example for present, simple present tense. Okay, first usage. Coming to second usage, we use this tense to refer general truths. General, for referring general truths, we use this tense. For instance, the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. Honesty is the best policy. For universal truths, general truths, we use present simple tense. Third usage, a future event that is a part of a fixed timetable. We use present simple tense to refer the actions which are scheduled or planned. Even they may take place in future. For planned actions, scheduled actions, we use this tense. See the example. The match starts at 9 o'clock. The match starts at 9 o'clock. Now time is 8 o'clock. It is present. 9 means in future. So the match starts at 9 o'clock. Even the action will take in future. It is planned. Because it is planned, it is said to be in the present simple tense. Second tense, present continuous tense. How this tense is made, how this tense is formed. Look at the rule. Subjects is, am, or ing form of a verb. We use is with singular subjects, we use am with I, and we use are with all plural subjects. Look at the example. Lokesh is reading a novel. Lokesh is a singular subject, so we have used is. Lokesh is reading a novel. Negative sentences. How negative sentences are made in this tense? Negative sentences are made by using not, is not, am not, are not. Please you try to understand. He is not talking. He is not talking. It is example for negative sentences in present continuous tense or present progressive tense. Interrogative sentences. How interrogative sentences are made? Look at the rule. This is the rule. This is the rule we are going to use to form interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences means questions in this tense, like question word is or am or are subject plus ing form of a verb. Please look at the rule. Let me explain you the example. Look at the example. See the example. What is he doing? What is he doing? What is the question word? This is auxiliary. He is a subject. Doing is a main verb. Usage. When we use this tense, indicates it indicates an action that is taking place at moment of speaking. We use this tense to refer the actions which are taking place at the moment, at the time of speaking, at this moment. For example, he is walking. I am studying. Next tense is third tense in present tense is present perfect tense. Rule to form subject has or have plus V3. Here we have used past participle. We are going to use past participle to form this tense. Let me explain you with one example how the tense is made. Varshita has completed her homework. Varshita has completed her homework is an example. Negative sentences. How negative sentences are made? Negative sentences are made by using has not and have not. Using have not and has not. Look at the example. She has not answered to my question. She has not answered to my question. Interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences are made by using question word, has or have, subject plus V3. What has she done? Look at the example. What has she done? Usage indicates an action that has been completed sometime before the present moment with a result that affects the present situation. We use this tense for just completed actions. For just completed actions. Look at the example. He has finished the work. He has finished the work. The subject is singular. We use has. We use has with he, she, it. We use have with I, we, you, they, or any plural noun. Please you try to understand. Already in the previous classes, we explained you. Let us see another example. He has slept. He has slept. Present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense rule. Present perfect continuous tense is formed by using has or have plus been plus verb plus ing form. Let me explain you with one example. Loki has been watching TV for 2 hours. Lokesh has been watching TV for 2 hours. How present perfect continuous tense is formed? By using have, has, been, ing form of a verb. Ing verb. Okay, try to understand. Good. Negative sentences. Negative sentences are formed by using has not and have not. Please mind it. Look at the example. Varshi and Loki have not been reading for 2 hours. Varshi and Loki have not been reading for 2 hours. Interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences. See how interrogative sentences are made? How interrogative sentences are made? Question word, auxiliary, have or has, subject plus been plus ing form of a verb. Look at the example. What have Varshi and Loki been doing for 2 hours? Okay, now we are going to see the usage. We use this tense to indicate an action that started in the past and is continuing at the present. An action started in the past, began in the past, and still it is continuing. For those actions, we use this tense. He has been sleeping for 1 hour. He has been sleeping for an hour. Okay, now we have completed all the present tenses. Now we are going to know the past tenses. The past tense, we have already discussed each and every main tense has 4 subtenses. The 4 subtenses in the past tense are simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. Okay, now let us discuss simple past tense. Rule to form any subject plus V2. Any subject plus V2 is known as past simple tense. Past simple tense is formed by using any subject and V2. Look at the example. I passed 10th class in 1995. I passed 10th class in 1995. Negative sentences. Negative sentences are made by using did not. Any subject plus did not plus V1. My friend did not met me yesterday. My friend did not met me yesterday. Interrogative sentences. Question word did any subject plus V1. Let us see the example. Why did my friend go to Chennai? Why did my friend go to Chennai? Please, all of you, see the slide and you should know how this tense is made, how negative sentences are formed, and how interrogative sentences are made. Please, all of you mind all these 3 things at the time of using past simple tense. Past simple tense. Usage. When we use this tense, we use this tense to refer an action took place before the present moment that has no real connection with the present time. We use this tense for the actions completed at some time in the past. Look at the example. He danced in the function. He danced in the function. Let me explain you. The action took place in the past, is finished and is completely unrelated to the present. He flew to London yesterday. He flew to London yesterday. And the second tense in past continuous tense. See how past continuous tense is formed by using subject, was, were plus ing form of a verb. See the examples. The boys were playing football. The boys were playing football. Negative sentences. How negative sentences are made? Look at the example. Subject, was not, were not plus ing form of a verb. See, the boys were not reading. The boys were not reading. And interrogative sentences. Look at the example. Look at the structure. How interrogative sentences are made. Question word, was, were, subject plus ing form of a verb. And what were they doing? What were they doing? Usage. It indicates an action going on at some time in the past, or an action in the past that is longer in duration than another action in the past. For example, it was getting darker. It was getting darker. The light went out while they were reading. So we use this tense to discuss 2 actions. When 2 actions happen in the past, we use we use this tense for ongoing action, and we use simple past tense for the later action. The later action. Look at the example. The past perfect tense. See how fast perfect tense is made. Rule. Subject plus had plus past participle. Third form of a verb. See, I had seen him twice before he left for New York. You try to understand. I had seen him twice before he left for New York. Alekia had not finished cooking when the visitors arrived. Alekia had not finished cooking when the visitors arrived. Usage. It denotes an action completed at some time in the past before some other past action commenced. When 2 actions in the past have to be referred to, the past perfect is used for the earlier action and the simple past for the later action. Please you try to understand. It's a very important tense. So when two actions in the past have to be referred to, the past perfect is used for the earlier action and the simple past for the later one. See the example. For example, he had exercised before it started to rain. So it is the earlier action. He had exercised before it started rain. It is the earlier action and it is the later action. It started to rain is a later action. He had exercised before the earlier action. He had slept before he came back from the morning. Okay. So let us see past perfect continuous tense. Let us see past perfect continuous tense. Uh, See how the tense is made. Any subject plus had plus been plus ing form of a verb. The example is he had been exercising when I called. He had been exercising when I called. Usage. It is used to describe an action which started sometime in the past and continued uninterruptedly till a later point of time in the past when some other development took place. When some other development took place. Please, you try to understand. It is used to describe an action which started sometime in past and continued uninterruptedly till a later point of time in the past when some other development took place. See the example. I had been reading the novel till midnight when lights suddenly went out. I had been reading the novel till midnight when the lights suddenly went out. Suddenly went out. Please you look at the example. The example itself will explain you, will make you understand, will make you understand. See, the speaker started reading a novel, continued reading till midnight, and was still reading when the lights suddenly went out. The explanation is given in the bracket. Please you try to understand. Let us move to future tense. The future tense. See, like the remaining two tenses, it has four subtenses: simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. Let us see simple future tense. How the tense is made: subject, subject plus will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought, dare, need, and be one. First form of a verb. She will visit her ailing grandmother soon. See the example. So the rule. The tense is formed by using this rule. Please allow to look at the rule. I hope you understand. He will walk home. See how negative sentences are made by using will not, shall not, cannot, may not, just using not. Please look at the example. Look at the rule. Look at the example. I will not meet you tomorrow. I will not meet you tomorrow. Interrogative. See how interrogative sentences are made. Question word, modal auxiliaries plus a subject plus V1. Please, all of you look at the slide. Look at and note down. Please, you look at the slide and note down. Okay? Good, good. Usage. When we use this tense, it indicates an action or event which is still to take place. I shall write to him. We shall buy a house in city. He will certainly pass the test. He will certainly pass the test. Okay, second one, future continuous tense rule. Subject, all modal, any one of the modal auxiliaries are listed here, and be and ing form of a verb. Please, all of you look at the rule. The rule is very, very important. We have to keep the rule in mind while forming or using this tense. Every tense, not only this tense. He will be having a nap in the afternoon. Look at the example. He will be having a nap in the afternoon. They will be assembling at club this evening. We shall be visiting Darjeeling in the summer. Okay? Negative sentences by using not. Please you look at the example. Look at the structure. Subject will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought, dare, need, not, be. Ing form of a verb. He will not be walking. Interrogative sentences, same question about the modal auxiliaries, subject plus be plus ing form of a verb. Please all of you note down the rule which is in yellow color. Please you try to note down. What will he be doing this time tomorrow? Usage. It represents an action as going on sometime in the future. I will be preparing PPTs. I will be preparing PPTs. We use this tense for the actions will be going on this time, at this time. I mean, by the time tomorrow. By this time tomorrow. By this time tomorrow. Okay. Let us see another tense. Future perfect tense rule. Modal auxiliary is have plus V3. Have plus V3. Please, all of you try to note down the rule. Make down the rule. Please, my dear students, please make down. Okay. Let us see the example. I shall have taken my bath by the time. Negative sentences. Negative sentences will be made by using didn't have. Look at the rule. I shall not have completed first semester by Sankranti. I shall not have completed first semester by Sankranti. Interrogative sentences. Please look at interrogative sentences. By what time will you have completed the assignment work? By what time will you have completed the assignment work? A future perfect tense usage. It denotes some action will be completed or perfected before certain point of time in the future. Let me explain. Sahiti will have gone to Bangalore before Dr. A.V. arrives. Sahiti will have gone to Bangalore before Dr. A.V. arrives. The fourth one is future perfect continuous tense rule. Subject, please you see the rule. Modal auxiliaries plus have plus been plus ing form of a. By the winter of 2020, we shall have been living this house for 20 years. See the example. We will have been exercising an hour at 2 o'clock. Usage. When we use this tense, it is used to describe an action that has been in progress for some time and will be continuing uninterruptedly until a certain point of time in the future. Please all of you mind it. Mind the rule. This is very important rule. It is used to describe an action that has been in progress for some time and will be continuing uninterruptedly until a certain point of time in the future. Balaram will have been editing this magazine for 20 years by next January. By next January. Please you look at. I hope you understand. So this is the exercise. I want to clarify one doubt. When we come to present simple tense, I have explained you that if the subject is third person singulars, the verb takes s, es, ies, the present simple tense. Suppose a verb is ending in s, ss, ch, o, x, takes es. Any verb is ending in any one of these letters, set letters like s, ss, ch, o, sh, takes es. Okay, try to understand. Like push, 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 go, goes, etc. If any verb is ending in y preceded by a consonant, drop y, add ies. The present simple tense when the subject is third person singulars like try. See the verb try. Try is ending in y. Before y there is a consonant. In present simple tense, when the subject is he, she, it or any singular noun, drop y, add ies. All the remaining verbs take s only. Please you try to understand. Okay, right. Please you look at the exercise. The earth dash round the sun. Move, moves, moved. Please you fill. Choose the correct form of your verb in the brackets. Look at the examples. Look at the exercise. All of you look at the exercise. Okay, right, good. Complete the dialogue. Rashid Rahul, your friend Manas has sent you a postcard. It's from Kerala. All of you see the blanks and you try to complete the exercise at home by listening the tenses. And I ask every one of you, please go through the tenses again once again and see the textbook. If you have any doubt, please you contact me. My mobile number is given, my contact number is given, my mail ID is also given. Any one of you is having any doubt, please you may contact. Correct the following sentences, please. Correct the following sentences. I lived in Calcutta since 1930. The sentence is correct. The sentence is in correct tense. Please you try to understand. Let me explain you one example. I lived in Calcutta since 1930 is wrong. I have been living in Calcutta since 1930 is right. Please you try to understand. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you one and all. Please all of you see the textbook. Open your textbook and go through the tenses. Thank you.